Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Blessings, 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 blessings. Welcome to this from the Lifestyle Vlog, guys. Welcome, welcome. Pleasant Sunday morning to you guys. Blessings, blessings, blessings. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, guys. Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome each and every one. Enough love and respect. Blessings, blessings, Kinini, welcome, welcome, welcome. You're doing blessings, blessings, blessing. We have Susanna, welcome, welcome. Blessings to all of you guys, Susanna, welcome. And then we have Mean Channels, welcome, welcome my sister, welcome. Welcome each and every one of you guys, welcome, welcome. Thank you guys so much for being here. Welcome, welcome. No fishing today, sir. DS. No, actually, that's what I want to come on here and talk about. Yes, yes, I actually went out yesterday again. I went out yesterday and it was an epic, epic, epic trip again. I still have that video, to actually edit also. And this afternoon, I'm heading out back on the lake again. Yes, I'm heading out back this afternoon. We're supposed to go early this morning, but the yesterday was rough. It was a rough day. Came in, look after some of the fish them yesterday, and so I didn't have to rest. So I said in the afternoon, then yeah, we're gonna go back out there today again. So yeah, man, fishing, straight fishing. That's my passion, that's my hobby. Just like how I love cooking, the same way I love fishing also too, right? So yeah, lots and lots of fish. I mean, that's basically what I am, doing on my free time. If a lot of you guys haven't seen me around, that's what I am out there doing, putting in the work and making some videos also too. That's what I am doing. you know um Tried my best. Let me see here, crown number 1, and let me see if I can give you guys some mods here, that you guys can actually connect to each other while you guys are here. It's been a while. I don't know if Susanna is still here. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna give her a standard any which way, that she can connect to each other. You guys can connect to each other. Yeah, man, I give you guys standards here. Thank you guys so much for being here. So yeah, man, it was a epic Mary Brush. Welcome, welcome. Let me give you guys a standard here. Welcome, guys. Welcome to the pop-up live. Early morning. As I said, this is kind of a pop-up live. I want to actually take you guys out there. Want to take you guys out there, unfiltered. Maria, welcome, welcome. Yeah, man. Yeah, they want to take you guys out there live, while I'm doing some fishing, but it's hard. It's hard, guys. It is very, very hard. It's a lot of action, a lot of action. If you guys watch my previous video, it is hard, doing it. We don't have a GoPro. In the life of Gabe Blake. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you guys so much for being here. So yeah, Isaac family. Simple Acres homestead. Welcome, welcome. So seems to say hi, just saying hi while I'm out with the wife in this one. Yes, Simple Acres, yes, Simple Acre Homestead. Bless up, bless up. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being here. Yes, thank you so much for being here. Anybody doesn't have Simple Acres Homestead, guys, can go over there and show Simple Acres Homestead some love and support, guys. Please and thank you. Show him some love and support. So yeah, I try to give everybody here some mods here. Trying my best to catch on to everybody here. But yes, guys, so yeah, it's been as I said, it's been epic. It's been epic, guys. It's been epic. Ernest Tilada, welcome, Ernest Tilada, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you guys so much for being here. So yeah, so that's basically what I've been doing, guys. The guys haven't seen me go live a lot or whatever the case might be. I am out there, fishing. As the guys see me, see my previous videos, see me and my son out there, doing our thing. I was out there yesterday from 7 a.m. until around 1. It was 3 of us was out there again. My son didn't came with us, but he's coming with us this afternoon. So yeah. So we were targeting, as I said, guys, the walleye. Maybe for some of you guys out there, this is not maybe the topic you guys want to hear DS talk about, but when it's a passion for DS have to talk about it. This is what I have fun doing. This is what put a smile on my face. This is what I like doing. This is my sport. This is what I love. And I try to share it with you guys also too. It's been beautiful. It's been beautiful out there. So yeah, we catch, I think probably at least 70 pounds yesterday, but it was different kinds that we catch. We catch some of the walleye also. We catch our limit with the walleye. So basically, once we catch our limit, guys, then we have to move on to a different species of fish. We have to move on to a different species of fish because we don't want to risk the boat. We don't want to risk. Welcome, Sister Rosalie. Welcome, Rosalie. W. James, welcome. So we don't want to miss the. We don't want to risk our license, and lose everything. So that's the law here in Canada here. So you gotta be careful. Once you catch a limit of a certain species, then you can move on to a different kind. Yeah. So that's what we did. We catch our limit, then we came back to shore, get them cleaned up, put them on some ice, went back out again, and we do our thing, right? So yeah. So it was beautiful. It was so beautiful. But that's the way how it is. That's the way how it is, that's the way how it is sometime there, when we're out on the water. So by the way, how everyone doing this morning? I hope you all are doing well. I know I am. I know the family is doing well also too. Coming last night was a bit tired. Get a good night rest to head out back on the water again. Today again, right? So yes, it was epic, guys. Like, trust me, it's like a kid in a candy store. And believe you me, guys, maybe you guys won't believe this, but the fish them that you guys see me caught the other day that I posted on the channel there, guys, no joke. You if you guys listen careful, I didn't edit that part out when there's a lady when we're at the cleaning station for those fish after we came back off the lake. You heard a lady in the background saying there's $17 a pound, guys. $17 a pound. Let me tell you this. Here in Canada, here, you know, being here over 30 odd years, I can say this for sure, right? The most expensive the fish that you can find here in Canada here is salmon, right? And the walleye, right? If you go to Costco, anybody who familiarized with Costco who live in Canada here and in the US, right, or Jamaica, whatever, right? You go to Costco to buy a pack, a fillet pack of those fish. Trust me, you're looking at $20 a pound, right, in Costco, right? So that to show you that when I said we catch $1,000, right, 1,000 Canadian dollars worth of fish in 4 hours, you know. If we didn't have to catch our limit and get off the water, trust me, it would have been way more. But we have to do what we have to do, you know. That's our limit. Catch it, come back to shore, you know, stocked up the freezer here at home, fish for days, you know. I don't have to worry about buying any more fish for a long time, you know. So this is what I've been doing out here. And this, like my artillery for this weekend, as I said, I went fishing yesterday again, and today me and my son did supposed to actually go do a cookout, me and him, you know, while we were fishing. Also too, was gonna cook lunch, put it that way, in a Jamaican term, cook a pot or run a boat, you know, me and him while we were fishing. But then captain called me up last night and he said he checked the weather and the weather gonna be great and the water, so if I want to go there again. And I said, you don't have to say it a second time, I'm there. So yeah, so we're going back out there instead. So we're gonna leave that fishing cooking video for another time, you know. We're gonna do that. So we're gonna go there and enjoy the summer out on the water. And guys, I got something to share with you guys. I got a couple message from my bro said, "Yes, I love your hoodie." Yes, thank you. I love it too. You know, it's nice and cozy, and it's not, you know, it's not that thick, you know, as what some of the winter ones and that I have. This one is like a thinner one. That's why I like it. It's nice and cozy, right? Yeah. So yeah, we had a few of them. But thank you so much, Mary Brush. Thank you. Really appreciate it. So yeah, so yes, guys. So I get, I think, around 3 message on IG, and 2 of them was from Canada here, and 1 was from the US, which was very surprising to me when I get this message. You know, that they were asking me if I can take them out on the boat, fishing, how they go about it, and all that stuff. You know, first of all, guys, Juba, welcome, Juba. Keisha, welcome, you know. Happy Sunday to you guys. You know, welcome. Welcome, guys. So yes, so yeah, so they're asking if I can take them out on a boat, how they go about the fishing thing, and whatever the case might be, right? You know, first of all, I want to put it out there. The boat that you guys see in that video, it doesn't belong to the DS, right? It doesn't belong to the DS. It's Sue, my wife. You know, it's my wife, cousin, Captain Doodle. Yeah, man, the captain. Village, welcome, Village, welcome, Village, food season, welcome. Thank you so much for being here, bro. Thank you so much for being here. You know, happy Sunday to you, bro. Yeah, man. So the boat doesn't belong to me. It's my wife, cousin boat, guys. You know, good friend of mine too, good family member. It's his boat. So the way how we do it, guys, like we're going out there, we take turn. You know, when I mean by we take turn, like he's teaching me the rope as I go. He was a fisherman from back in Jamaica, so we have that experience on the water. You know, I've been fishing for a long time too myself, but not out in the deep, not out so far, you know, offshore, you know. So he's teaching me as I go, teaching me, you know, how to steer the boat, how to drive the boat, because driving a car is totally different from driving a boat, right? So the speed of the boat go by knots, right? And car go by mile or kilometers, right? Cool vibes only, cool vibes only. Welcome, welcome, my sister. Welcome, welcome. Happy Sunday to you. Happy Sunday to you, cool vibe. You know, welcome, welcome. So yeah, so he's teaching me all of that stuff there, guys. You know, so yes, the boat does not belong to the DS. You know, I'm thinking about it like really, really, really hard to buy one. Yes, you know, I was actually talking to my wife about it. Um, you know, if we can get one, you know, but at this point, in our life right now, is just a place to store the boat because we're living in a condo, right? So I don't have no place to store it. So that's what would beat me because we have to winterize it. We have to put it away for the winter and all that stuff. Wishing they have place here where I can rent and leave it there for the winter, take it out back, you know. But as I said, we live in a condo. I only have one parking spot out there, you know, with a boat, you know, the trailer and everything take up a lot of space, right? So yeah, so we're thinking about it, very, very hard what we're gonna do, you know, but I would like to get it. It's a very, very expensive habit, guys, very expensive habit. So what me and the captain do, we take turns. So like we went out the first time, he will fill up the boat, and then, you know, we go back out again, and I will fill up the boat. So that's the way how we do it. Cool vibes only says everyone in the chat, bless up, listening and getting ready to move about. Bless up. Yes, yes, cool vibe. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You know, thank you so much for tuning in. So yeah, so that's what we are doing. You know, for right now. You know, we went out the last time we went out. I think it cost me around 300 Canadian dollars to chew gas into the boat. And nonetheless, it didn't go in vain. You know, didn't go in vain. And this is what I like about fishing here in Canada or fishing here in North America. You know, the technology, you know, where the fish finders and all that stuff on the boat where you can go right on top of the fish and do your thing. You know, I love it. I love it. So yeah, it's a very expensive hobby, but nonetheless, you know, we get the reward from it, you know, so it's good. It's good. So as I said, guys, they're asking about how we go about it. So I just want to make that clear to you guys. I don't own the boat. It doesn't belong to me. You know, I'm learning. I'm gonna have to get my boat license. I haven't had my boat license as yet because I didn't own one, so I didn't have any means or anything necessary to go get a boat license. However, I have my fishing license. You know, we have the sport fishing license. That's a lot. That is next to the commercial fishing. You know, that's one step below the commercial fishing. So yes, so that's the type of license that me and the captain have. You know, so yeah, you know, I'm thinking about it to actually go get the boat license. It's not hard. It's a simple course that I have to take. You know, that I know we actually chill made welcome, welcome. So that's something that I can actually get in a heartbeat, right? So yeah, so that's what I'm planning to do first, get the license for the boat first, you know, and then up here thinking about getting one of those boats, you know. So yeah, then just want to put that out there to you guys that the boat doesn't belong to DS because they were asking me, right? However, if they want to come and they want to go there with us. We have no problem to take them out there. Second question that I got is, DS, can you swim? Right? Because we were out, guys, 20 miles, 20 miles off, 28 miles offshore. So when we look on the horizon, guys, we cannot see land. We cannot see no land at all whatsoever. That's how far out it was. That was like we were trolling. Our line that we dropped was 120 feet down, and that's not the bottom, right? They were asking, can they swim? Can everybody on board swim? Can my son swim? Yes, we all can swim and we all can dive, right? Thing about it is, that's the first thing that I did with my son when my son migrated from Jamaica to Canada here, right? I started taking him to swimming lesson, right? Teach him how to swim, teach him how to dive. You know, we go to 16 feet diving pool, right? I would throw a quarter at the bottom and send him to go get it, right? And, you know, take a few tries, like take him a while, but he did get it. So he can dive also too, and he can swim. So yes, everybody on board, we can swim. Before we head out on the water, we always do a test run, right? Always. Just in case if anything, you know, everything is on the board. Boat is life jacket, everything. That's another step I want to get at. They ask, why didn't we were wearing our life jacket, guys? If you guys notice, when you're fighting the fish, moving around from side to side of the boat, right? It's hard to move around in a life jacket, right? Mainly because, you know, the sun is hot. Trust me, like a life jacket is not heavy, but it's awkward. It's very, very awkward, you know, to move around in while you're on the boat, right? They're there. They have to be, and there's 6 of them there on the boat. They have to be there for safety reason. Without the life jacket, that boat cannot be out on the water, right? You have to have a radio on there, like a CB radio, walkie-talkie. You have to have that on board. You have to have a first aid kit. You know, the boat have to be in tune, everything. As you guys notice, the engine of that boat is like a car engine. Plus, we have another small engine that attached to the back for emergency. If the big one is not working or the big one malfunction, then we have a small one there that can take us back to land. So yeah, everything was safe, guys. I just want to come out here this morning and share that with you guys. I know you guys concerned, you know, but I just gotta come out here and make it clear to you guys, you know, that everything is okay. You know, we can swim. Not that I'm gonna say that accident or anything can happen, you know, because that's a busy lake. You know, we gotta constantly looking out for other boats, you know, while we're doing what we're doing. So yeah, anything can happen, guys. But you know, there's a lot of boats out there in the water. So you know, that's not a big problem for us. You know, for if there's anything happen, you know. But yeah, man, that's what I want to come out here and clear up with you guys and let you guys kind of have an understanding of what's going on. It's nothing coming out here on live today with the gossiping about this or gossiping about that or whatever. Them thing that, you know, was in the past. Yes, may I say, may I focus. You know, lots of video, guys, have them in my phone, you know, ready to go. You know, I gotta take some off, send it over to my wife phone. I was wondering, but I know you all got this. Yeah, man. Yes, cool vibe. Yes, cool vibe. We can. And this is the thing. Like, if you guys notice, you know, all right. Listen, to this, good guys. If you guys are on a cruise ship, right? For instance, not because it's a big cruise ship, right? You don't see nobody walking around on a cruise ship with your life jacket on when you're going for dinner, going for this, or whatever the case might be. You only put on the life jacket when there's an emergency, right? So that's the way how it is. If the boat even flip upside down, as I said, we can swim, we can dive, right? So the life jacket that's inside the boat, they're gonna float on top of the water any which way. So we still can grab them or whatever the case might be, and before it even flip, before anything go wrong or whatever, we're gonna put it down because we're gonna know there's gonna be a problem. Then we get them on, right? Because that's the way how it is, and it's not illegal. So I just want to put it out there. You know, it's not illegal for you to be on a boat without a life jacket, right? It is not illegal for you to be on a boat like you see us out there without a life jacket on. What you can't do is have that boat on the water and don't have life jacket on board, right? So that's the way how you have to have those things on board without before you go out there on the water. So yeah. So we have Nadina. Welcome. Let me give you a standard here. Welcome. I don't want to pronounce your name too bad. Blessing always chat. Can't type individual names. Yes, so Rosalie, I bless up everybody in the chat so she can type individual names. Bless up yourself, my sister Rosalie. Yeah, man. So yeah, that's what I was, you know, I want to come and clear up, guys, because I said I get two message from Canada here, one from the US. You know, I even get one from my mother-in-law from Suma. He said, yes, you should do better. Put on a life jacket. You know, but yes, you know, but it didn't, not in a bad way, but yeah, it just, people, they curious or they concerned, which I appreciate that, you know, they want to see us safe, you know, but, you know, nonetheless, not because that we can swim, that doesn't mean that we still can have complication out there or something happen. Anything can happen, guys, you know. So yes, village food season say bro this last day our city one person drowned with 3 little children. Yes, at sea. Yes, it can happen. It can happen. And guys, let me tell you this. So we always, as I said earlier on, that the captain had called me up last night and we checked the, like, not we, but he checked the weather by the hour, right? So every hour on the dot, he will check the weather and see what they're gonna be out there, right? You know, we're at a marina, so the marina they monitor that and send it out, right? So you know, we're out there. When I was out there with my son, he got sick because just before we came in, I think about an hour before we came in, you know, it was getting a little bit choppy, you know, in a sense, choppy, not dangerous where, you know, but the boat was moving a little bit. It was hard to keep because we have 3 fishing rods on the back of the boat, you know, we send them out, right? So yeah, so you have to make sure that you steer the boat straight, you know, but with the wave, you know, with backs the boat this way here, you don't want to get the lines in the back tangle with each other. So it's very, very hard to hold it straight, right? You know, but nonetheless, we do it. So we check it, and then after about an hour, it is flat again, you know. So yeah, so, you know, it just one of those things. If you don't have the proper gear, the proper equipment when you go there on the water, I am no expert, right? I am no expert. I am with the captain and I'm learning as I go. I'm a fast learner, you know. He's teaching me the rope, you know, and this is how I learn. Sushin James is saying blessing everyone, cool vibe, Gabe Blake, Rosalie, Mary, Ernest Village, Juba, Unfiltered Maria. So Shushina, bless up you guys. Yeah, man, Shushina, bless up you guys. You know. So yeah, I am no expert, guys, but I am actually learning because eventually I'm gonna have to get my fishing license, my boat license, that I can drive the boat. It's okay while I'm on board with the captain can teach me. I can learn how to drive it while I steer it, while I'm there with the captain, but I cannot take the boat and go there on my own without having that license. I would get charged, so I can't do that. Just like I would give my little son or something a car to drive and he's underage, right? So yeah, I will get in trouble for that. So yeah, it's the same thing. I cannot drive or steer the boat or whatever out there on my own without having that license. So yeah, I have my fishing license, but not my boat license. So I am taking in these lessons, what he's teaching me, and eventually, I'm gonna go get it, because it's my passion, it's my hobby. Yeah, I understand. Just like why I love cooking, guys, the same way I love fishing. Same way I love fishing. So yeah. But yeah, if you guys notice, too, I just posted up a shorts this morning of some of the fish them that I caught. Sue did a little shorts on it. How we fry them up on escovitch and Jamaican style. That's the way how we do it in Jamaica. Escovitch fish. Yeah, we do it. Yesterday when I come back from off the water, I fried up. Can't get fresher than that, guys. Cannot get fresher than that. So yeah, and that was epic. She actually told me last night that's what the baby in her stomach were waiting for, because the baby was kicking up and down, kicking up and down. As soon as I come in and look after that fish and she eat that fish, then the baby calm down, right? So yeah, that is, can't get fresher than that, and it's kind of a good thing to know that you can go out there and you can catch what you gonna be eating, right? So if you go to the store and you buy it in the store, right, you don't know how long that fish catch, you don't know, the process of that fish. But with me going out there and do it, with my son, we know where it's coming from. We handle it, we clean them, so yeah, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. And they're very, very expensive fish, guys. They may look ugly looking because they have teeth, guys. All right, I had a few people here in the chat here from Jamaica. Are anybody in the chat here know barracuda fish? There's anybody in the chat here? If you guys know what a barracuda fish look like, type yes. If you don't, just say no, right? Those fish, so in the life of Gabe Blake says yes. Okay, so those fish, they have big teeth like barracudas, right? That's if in my video I was saying, oh my god, they have teeth, because I never seen one of them like I never catch one of those fish before. That's my first time catching one of those fish. So when I seen the thing, like, because remember, guys, I eat these fish before, but as I said, I bought them from the store. They are already cleaned up and fillet, so I don't see what the head look like. I don't see what the fish actually look like, right? Until when I catch one myself, then I see the whole physique of the fish. So yeah, they can grow very big, like as I said, like the length of a barracuda to even bigger, and they have big teeth. This up the SRJ initiative always, every time, from Susie and James. Yeah man, big up the SRJ all the time, guys, all the time, all the time. Bless up Cool Vibe, the SRJ initiative. Big up on yourself, enough respect, enough respect. So yeah, so that's why I want to come out here this morning, guys, and share with you guys. I haven't been coming live. You better come to Jamaica and plan a fishing trip. Yeah man, actually, Keisha, say I think when me and Sue got engaged, I stayed at the Moon Palace in Ocho-Rios. That's where I stayed here. Very, very expensive resort. I think it was like, at the time, it was like 5,000 US a night. I spent 5 days there, guys. And a part of my, what do I call it? A complimentary. Hot grown. Welcome, welcome, bro. Welcome, welcome. A part of my compliment to that resort, right? They gave me a fishing trip to go catch marlins and some other species they were saying at the time. And then I can actually take them back, and then the chef will cook them up for us for dinner. Part of the complimentary that they gave me. I think they gave me $1,000, 1,000 US. They gave me 1,000 US in excursion, put it that way, wherever I want to go, spend $1,000 or whatever and do whatever I want to do, right? And then the fishing trip on top of that. And I tell you, Keisha, when I was there, I said for $5,000 a night, you know, I'm gonna make you satisfied $1,000 a night. I tell Sue, call your grandmother, call your sister, tell them if you come down, I'm gonna get some day pass for them and make them come help we eat out this $5,000 a day or a night or whatever. Cause when you fight this all inclusive, cause I said fight is pretty expensive, very beautiful resort. Don't get me wrong, it's nice, you know, very, very nice. The only thing that I didn't like there was the food wasn't the greatest. You know, it's owned by some Mexican, so they wasn't catering for the Jamaican guests like that live overseas and come back. They're more catering for, you know, the rest of people them, which in those type of food I am not too crazy over. You know, so yeah, but the alcohol wise, yes, guys, I am not a drinker, but trust me, I was drunk the night. So I supposed to go fishing like the morning with them, right, out on the boat, guys, and I got drunk the night before, and the morning I said to Sue, I said, no, I'm not getting up. My head was pounding, I have a hangover, it was crazy. So I said, you know what, that's it, you know. So yeah, I missed out on that big fishing trip that I did have there, you know, me and the captain to go there and catch some fish. But yeah, you know, I always love doing it, always, you know, Jamaica, ocean fishing, I done it back in Jamaica, but most of my fishing that I done in Jamaica, it's on the river. You know, I used to dive and spear fish, you know, back in St. Elizabeth, where I'm from, you know, down in Alligator Pond. Anybody who familiar with St. Elizabeth Alligator Pond, yeah. So I used to do a lot of spear fishing down there, you know. So yeah, anybody who familiar with Alligator Pond, they know that there is a Port Kaiser. Port Kaiser is where the aluminum ship them come in and actually take the aluminum from Jamaica overseas. So just before you reach out to Port Kaiser, there's a river there, right, that meet up into the ocean. So there's a lot of alligator in there. That's why they call down there Alligator Pond. A lot of alligators. And as a little youth, you know, at the time my mom get a lot of beating if you go a river, but yeah, nonetheless, that's the way it is, you know. And well, yeah, I've been doing it ever since I was a kid. And this is what I always says, guys, you know, and I can say to all of you content creator out there right now, it's a piece of advice from the DS to you guys, right? You see, you come on YouTube, and when you come on YouTube, and not because you see DS I do fishing, you're going to do fishing too. Or if you see Tom Jones a cook, you're going to do cooking too, right? Because if you end up and do that, eventually, sooner or later, you're going to give up and you're going to stop, because that's not your passion. Is what you see somebody's doing, you're doing. So what I'm trying to say to you guys is this, me cooking, I for me a little boy me a cook. My mother is a chef. The father was a chef, right? My two sisters, them in the United States, them a chef. My two sisters that live in United in Hartford, Connecticut right now, right? A two Jamaican restaurant they have and a nightclub there. That's where my mom was. That's where my mom retired from. You understand? So it travel in our family. Every single one of us we can cook. Right? Fishing is something we love to do for me. A little boy me a fish. You understand? And I bring home tilapia to my mother. And from them time my mother start beat me from Figure River. When I bring home my first string of tilapia, come home give to my mother. My mother really, really believe and say, yes, you can really dive and you can really fish. You understand? Yeah. So I found me a little youth. So if you're on this platform here and you're doing something that you don't like to do, or you do it because somebody else do it, and you're going to follow them, you're going to end up and you're going to stop and you're going to end up and fall off of YouTube because of what you see other people doing, you want to do it too. So in what I'm trying to say to you guys, this is what I'm doing on this channel here, right? If you look in my channel description, you understand, this is the family channel. And we give you guys what we love to do as a family and what our hobbies are, as a family. You understand? I couldn't tell when last, guys, my son take up his video game. And it's summertime now. It's summer, he's out of school. I couldn't tell when last. Every single day that man I watch fishing video because he want to become like him dad. Him love the sport, he love what we are do. When he go there, he happy, and he might do him thing. So yeah. So you have to love what you're doing. If you do not love what you're doing, then you're gonna end up that you're gonna end up and stop doing what you're doing. So you have to love it. So when we come on here and we are put out the work, we are put it out because as we have it. This is what we love to do. We just have record it and put it out there to the world. So yeah. We are fantastic. Welcome, fantastic. Good morning. Good morning to you. Happy Sunday to you. Blessings. Thank you so much for being here. So yeah. So that's the way it is, guys. That's yeah, and this is what I'm saying. Like, guys, this is what I was watching a video this morning, and I laugh. I was lying down in bed, and I was on KK's kitchen. KK's kitchen. She's from Jamaica, yeah, and she had a short that I was watching, and it says that a lot of people don't understand or not really recognize how hard it is for you to, as content creator, to make a video, and post it up, and then you get next to nothing views on it. And the ladies them that's on TikTok, that share their booty 2 times get millions of views, and it's not fair. But I that's what I started to laugh. It's like a voiceover thing that she get and put on the shorts, right? But yeah, but I was just laughing and I'm saying to myself, like, you know what? I don't look at that. You understand? I don't look at it. I look at the memory and the time well spent. You understand? That's what I looked at. Yes, I posted up. Real ads and even. Welcome, brother. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Blessings, bro. Blessings. Yeah, it's a time. It's actually the time that I get to spend, with my family while I am doing what I'm doing. That's the most important thing to me. I don't trace down views. I don't worry about. I just put it up on YouTube because I have a channel. If it hit, it hit. If it doesn't hit, then that memory with my son. To see my son for the first time in his life ever been on a boat. Yeah, I understand. Oh, so deep offshore fishing. It's a dream that come true for him, because he watched so much fishing video in watch, and he always like he fascinated with these guys in Florida out on the ocean fishing and all that stuff, and to actually him get the chance to go there now and see that is like a dream come true for me, that I live to see that day. You understand? Something that he passionate about, something that he want to do, and he actually be able to do it while I'm alive. So yeah, so that is a good feeling. It's a good feeling. So time well spent, that memory would always be up here, so that's why that the memory that's up in my head right now is better than any amount of views that video get. Trust me, guys. As a family man, that is it. The memory, that moment, well spent with him. So yeah, that's what I come out here to talk to you guys about this morning. Excited. As I said, I was out yesterday, pretty much all day, and I am going back out again this afternoon again, at it again. You understand? Trying to target a different species. If you guys notice in my video that I catch those big bass, largemouth bass, me and my son, yeah. So those are the species that we are gonna be targeting this afternoon. So we're gonna be in a shallower water, probably around like 70 feet of water, 70, either 50 to 70 feet. We're gonna be trolling in at probably around 2 to 3 knots, right? For all of you guys doesn't understand, boat doesn't go by speed, or it go by knots. That's the way how it is. 2 to 5 knots is not very fast. Just enough to keep the boat moving and whatever the case might be. So yeah, it depends too, on what they're biting at. So we have that going right now on the agenda. So Village says a little bit busy, but I'm here. Thank you, man. Yes, Village. Thank you, bro. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the support. Yeah, so that's what we're gonna be doing today, guys. We're gonna be actually going back out there. We're gonna set up, as we have 3 fishing rods. I'm gonna do actually a video on that and show you guys the setup that we actually use when we're going out there trolling. It's not nothing comparing to what me and my son use when we go there on our own. When you're out in the deep, it's a different ballpark. One of those fishing rod, guys, they're $600 a piece. One of those fishing rods, right? Yes, they're not cheap. As I said, fishing, it's a very expensive sport. Yeah, man. The captain says, DS, whatever you do not drop them in the water. Do not drop them. These are expensive. So yes, so we kind of have an idea of what everything costs there. As I said, from the fuel to the rig to whatever we use. Yes, very, very expensive, guys. Very expensive. Hot Growing says, big up, bro, Village. What a guan. And we have let me see here, somebody saying hi to me. We have Julius. I'm saying hi, welcome. I don't want to pronounce nobody name wrong, because I'm not so good at the pronunciation of people name, because not that I'm bashing out on nobody, but some people that come on to the live stream, their name very hard to pronounce. I don't want to curse any bad word, so I just try not to offend nobody, when I'm pronouncing their name, But yeah, man, so yes, guys, so that's what we're gonna be doing today. And those fish, guys, just so you guys know, we do not sell any of those fish, right? We do not sell any of those fish. We keep them. for our personal consumption. Yeah. So we keep them in our fridge. We eat, as you guys see. I cooked up some yesterday, still have some more, still I go back out there again today. The weather is good. It's not windy, so yeah, it depends, southwest wind is good because it's not hindering us from coming out of the dock, out of the marina there. It's not, it's not a lot of waves or nothing that pushing by the boat in. So yeah. So yeah, it's a very beautiful day, very still. So I actually dried up today on my phone, the satellite of where we go, and it look pretty good out there. Lots of boat out there in the water. My father said our family is mostly fisherman, and I never went on a boat before. Not my thing. Yes. Yes, hot girl. It's a real thing, there's a lot of people like that. There's a lot of people like that. It's not everything that your father does. That doesn't mean you're gonna pick it up or your family does. People tend to venture off and do their own thing at time. It's I love to fish. I take my brother that live here in Canada here, and his my two nephew, and I take them fishing before. And the first half an hour into the fishing trip, my brother said to me, "To hell with this. Like, I can't do this." And he packed up his fishing rod and threw them in the car and take his two boys, and away they go, right? He said, like, he thought like when he go fishing and he cast out that fishing rod. Simone TV, blessing sister, welcome. So he thought that when every time he threw out a fishing rod, right, he gonna catch a fish right instant. That's not the way it is. That's not the way it goes. I was out there, much fish I lost, it's because you gotta realize when you have 3 rods on a boat and we're trolling, right? The boat is actually driving while those 3 lines are out, right? And all 3 lines are hooked up at the same time. Guys, trust me, it's not easy. Remember, we're dropping at 120 feet down. We're not using an electric wheel, guys. We're not using something electric to wind back up those fishing lines, guys. We're using our hand to crank it. You understand? And bring up back 120 feet with a line, right? And try to take the fish off and set it back and throw it back out there and go on to the other one and do the same thing again and take the fish off and throw it in the cooler and set that one and throw it back out again and move on to the third one, guys. Trust me, it's a workout. You see, when I come home last night, guys, if Sue wasn't pregnant, if my wife wasn't pregnant, right, nobody get me in the kitchen last night. You understand? Because I'm not so pregnant. Me have to do what me have to do. She was here all day with my other son, my baby son. So, and she's pregnant while me and my older son are out there in the water. So we were having fun. So we come and said she didn't make any supper. So I said, okay, fine. Just give me a sec. Let me do what me I do and take out some of them fish and get them prepared. And guys, as soon as I get those fish fried up and escovitch up, guys, I make some festival. I took off in the shower and I take a shower, come back out, I eat a piece of the fish to the festival, drink a glass of juice, wash my hand, brush my teeth, and go outside here for a smoke, come back in, guys. And next thing I know, I sat on the couch and I was sleeping, fast asleep in the couch. So it's a workout. It's a workout, guys. Easy. It's not easy, but nonetheless, we do what we have to do because it's a sport we love. Just like what person like golf, They will like football, they will like soccer, they will like tennis, you know. There are people that like those type of sports. Fishing is our sport, you know. It's our sport. We love it. My son love it. So I understand where you're coming from, Hot Grown. Like it's not everybody picked up what their family do or love or whatever, or they take up a family tradition, you know, and move on with it, you know. Um, you know, I know Hot Grown is into farming, right? You know, maybe he loves his farming, but maybe people in his family members and doesn't like farming, right? But that's the way how it is. Everybody have their own thing that they like to do, that they love to do. So I understand you, bro. I understand where you're coming from. You know, my son, ever since he was back in Jamaica and I used to go fishing, you know, I used to video call Sue and showed him, you know, the fish them that I caught. You know, at that time it was like what, 2 years old, 3 years old, you know. So yeah, and for him to see that, you know, and trust me, he live in Ocho Rios and the ocean is right there, you know. Anybody who know White River in Ocho Rios, it's Sue backyard, you know. That's how close Sue is to the White River, where the famous tourists go and this and that, jump off in that blue hole and this. Yes, that's basically where Sue. And then Sue can't swim, right? You see real life, Sue cannot swim. But my son, yes, I teach him so he can swim. You know, but Sue didn't want to learn. Sue said, no, I had nothing to do with the water cover her head, you know, so she didn't learn. When she came to Canada, she didn't learn when she were in Jamaica. So yes, I did actually teach my son, you know. And you know, it's funny thing about it, guys. They talk about fear, about swimming. Um, it's all in your mind, guys, especially diving. I remember I take my son to the pool, guys. Yes, I was a 16-foot drop at the deep end, right? And my son hugged me. When I mean, he put his arm around my neck and used his leg and locked me around my waist, guys. And I hold him, right? No life jacket or nothing. And I jumped off and deep with him, right? He knew that I wanted him jump. Yeah, I understand. There's lifeguards around, but that's how you get the fear out of them when you're teaching them. I'm not telling you guys to do it to your sons or your daughters or whatever, right? I am not saying that. So I'm not giving you guys that instruction to go do it to your kids or whatever, right? That's not the way how you teach them how to swim, right? There's other ways so you can teach them. But the reason why I did my son like that is because I want to teach him how to dive, right? That's how I teach him how to dive. So once I go down with him, right, I want to see how long he can hold his breath until, just as me, that I can come back up. Yeah, I could dive down to probably about 100 feet back then. Not anymore as I get older and smoke, you know. So my lungs is not as good as it used to be when I was younger. You know, I think the most I will attempt now, probably 50 to 60. I won't go further than that, you know. But yeah, but it's something that is good. We have Best Bean Lifestyle. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being here. So yeah, so that is it, guys. That basically the way how I teach my son how to dive, right? And eventually he will go there. And I know, it's funny. It's funny because we're at the pool, because this is where I take him, guys, and I practice with him. I even myself, I practice too. Even though I am not a pool person, but this pool that we go to, it's a saltwater pool. It's not like the chlorine ones, them that, because me and the chlorine doesn't get along very good. That's why I don't like pool. But this one is a saltwater pool, so it's not bad. So yeah, we were there walking around the pool, guys, and I would just push my son off in there. People that said it's cruel, but when you're teaching them that's my method with him, because I didn't want to take that fear away from him, And these are the moments where I said it's important while he was out here on the boat with us. If the boat capsized, how we gonna react in that split of a second, just like that, right? So yeah, so when I say that he can dive and he can swim, right? That's the way how it is. If the boat flip, bam, reaction right then and there. Go down with it, dive away from it, and come back up. That's it. So those are the things that I did with him when he was younger and teach him. Sometimes my wife cry, but I gotta take because she can't swim. She think that is cruel, but it's not cruel. I am just teaching him how to survive out there on the water if there's anything. It's very, very important for all of you guys out there that have kids. Teach them how to swim because it's very, very important. My 18 months old baby, I was at one of my friend's house a few weekends back, right? And I put on a live face on him. So have those videos in her phone right now. And I put on a live face on him. And I put on one up here, and I put on one here. The little strap on one's on his arm, and one here and one here. And I let him go in the pool. Then go do his thing. And he kick around. He's not gonna sink or anything like that. He just, let them learn. And he's just 18 months old, right? So it is very, very important as a parent, and you have the opportunity to actually go to the water where you can teach, or you can send them to swimming lesson and all that stuff. If you have kids, very important, guys. Very, very important, especially if you all of those people that have pool in their backyard, and they have kids and all that stuff. Before you ever thinking about buying a pool, buying a house with a pool, if you know you can't swim or your kids can't swim, you put them in swimming lesson. Let them go learn before you buy that house with that swimming pool. Because I seen it here in Canada here. There's, I think every year, it take a lot of people life here in Canada here. Swimming pool in the summertime. So yeah, man. This is what I'm saying, guys. It's very, very, we miss you on live. Don't leave us too long days again. Well, real ads. Yeah, man, I real thing. So me get up this morning because the plan was, what we did. As you guys heard, I mentioned in the first, offshore fishing video that we did, that next time when we're going out there, we're gonna get some GoPro and strap on to the rails of the boat. Yes, we did order some GoPro, order 2 GoPro for that reason. I haven't got them as yet, but the plan was once we get those GoPro, right, and once those are recording, I do want to actually go live on my phone and show you guys some of the action, what's going on out there, right? And then you guys can have a little bit better idea. But I can't go live while I'm recording and all that stuff, right? So it's pretty hard. So yeah, that was the thing. So it's not like I'm trying to run away from the live, but as I said, these fishing trips that we're going on, we leave pretty early sometime in the morning. Like today is the latest we're gonna leave. We're gonna leave around 2 o'clock today, right? Because it's not gonna get dark until probably around 8-9 o'clock at night. So we were hoping and said probably by 6 o'clock we can get back to shore, right? So we're keeping our finger crossed that we can catch our limit in the space of 2 to 3 hours, and we can come back and get them cleaned up, and we can leave the marina before it get dark, right? So yeah, so these are what I have planned in mind, that I can go live while I'm out there or whatever the case might be, but not as yet. It's coming, but not as yet. I am not fantastic, but that's how they teach them, and sometimes it works, but ideal be Be shocked too. Yes. Yeah, man, a real thing. Fantastic. Fantastic. Let me tell you something fantastic. I am a type of guy. So can tell you. Me not have no fear when it come down to certain things. I don't have any fear. You know, I always says I'm not gonna throw away my life. I'm not gonna carelessly do what I say, stupid stuff that's unnecessary and you know, take my own life, put it at that, right? But you know, I draw it up in my head before I do it. I know what I can do from what I can't do. You know, I rather when I'm teaching him, I rather drown and save his life. That's the way how I look at it. Yeah, I understand. So I try to teach him in a way where that's the way how I learned when I was back in Jamaica. Um, for anybody who know a guango tree that grow in the ocean, a lot of people who live in Florida know what a guango tree is, a mangrove tree. We call it, yeah, a mangrove tree. They grow beside the ocean or whatever the case might be, right? So the way how I learned, there was a big hurricane blowed in Jamaica called Gilbert in 1988, right? And this big, huge tree, right, blown over and hanged over the river. So what we use it to do, we use that to become a diving board. We should climb the tree, go up there, and jump off in the water, right? So yeah, and that's how I learned how to dive because I went up there with my friends, right? And one of my friends pushed me, right? But there was two other guys was in the water, and they said you're gonna learn today. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna jump. And then you come and you get scared and say, oh no, I'm not gonna jump. No, I'm gonna jump. So one of my friends pushed me because like I wanna do it, but like I don't wanna jump. And that's the way how I learn. I jumped there. And believe you me, guys, when I drop in that water, boom, belly down, pop. I didn't know how to chuck off and dive or do nothing. Bam, belly down. Could have turned away here until my stomach slapped the water, right? Bam. Anyway, guys, I go down. And when I go down, guys, believe you me, when I open my mouth and guys, probably at least, I'm telling you guys, about 2 case of 24 bottle of water me take in, guys. Me I tell you. And my friend dive underneath me, guys. He never hold me. He never tried to pull me up. No, he dive underneath. And he used these two, his palm right here, and put underneath my foot bottom, guys, and push me back up to the top. And once he pushed me up, it's like a torpedo in the water, right there. Boom! And I sail right back up to the top. When I come to the top, my other friend was on top of the water. They're treading the water, waiting for me to come up back. Because he know my friend down there gonna come and get me. So he was up there waiting. And he told me, as soon as he come, he said, keep moving your hand and kick your feet and tread the water. But because I was doing it so fast, I was getting so tired, right? Didn't realize this. Take your time, take your time, take your time. Because I was getting panic, right? So anyway, he take me back to the shore. Guys, see, after I calm down and take a breather and relax and rest, 5 minutes later, what do I do again? I go back up in that tree again and I jumped again, right? You know where that fear got taken away from me, guys? Because I know my two friends were there just in case anything was happening, and my fear was gone. So the second dive I make, perfect. So this is what I'm saying, guys. It's about your mind. You understand? If you know that somebody's there, you're comfortable or whatever, you will learn how to swim very, very quick, very, very fast. I could swim, but I couldn't dive, right? And that's where I learned how to dive as a little boy back in Jamaica in the river. And from there, about 3 months later, I made a homemade spear gun, and we started to spear fish in that same river, in the crocodile infested water. If back then YouTube did exist, or I did on YouTube, maybe I would have be famous by now. You understand? So yeah, so that's the way how it is. So it's about fear, fear, your fear, your mind trick you some of the time, but you have to overcome it. I know that you can do it. Yeah, man. But real odds, nah, stay half alive too long. Yes, me I say me nah stay half alive too long. We just enjoy the moment or the summer right now. Yes, me I say enjoy the summer right now. Spend some time with the family. Not so much with Sue because say Sue ready. Sue any minute now to have baby. Yeah, man. Just so mainly, the older boy, he's on school break and all that stuff. So I try to, yeah, man, spend some time with him. And in the same period of time, try to catch some footage at the same time. Best being lifestyle say thank you much. Thank you for the knowledge, the acknowledgement, guys. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Bless up yourself, bless up. Yeah, man. So yeah, so that's what I am doing, guys. That's what I'm doing right now. It's not like for me sitting here right now for an hour and a half. If the captain didn't call me up last night, I said them in the afternoon him go. Probably would have been on the water already from 5 o'clock. Yeah, 5 a.m. in the morning. We leave 5 a.m. in the morning, reach there probably around like 6. By the time the boat is in the water and get everything ready and whatever, move out around 7 o'clock. Yeah, so we'll be in the water by 7 a.m. in the morning. So yeah, but because it said in the afternoon, because we're all tired, been doing this, yesterday and the tiring, as I explained to you guys the way how it work, it is tiring, but it's fun at the same time. It's fun, it's fun. Sometimes we doesn't even take time. Like I remember when I was out there yesterday that I picked up an apple and I was eating the apple. I make one bite in the apple, guys, and by the time I make a bite in the apple, fish on the line them start go nuts. Chew on the apple and grab the line them and start wheeling. So yeah, it does. Sometimes you don't have time to eat because see the funniest thing, guys, when you're out there and you're trolling. Remember, while you're trolling, you go 28 or 30 miles offshore, right? That's a lot of gas you burn to go there. And once you go there, guys, you're trolling again for 4 hours or 3 hours. So as fast as you can catch those fish and catch your limit, right? Because the engine is still running, you're trolling, you're burning fuel same way, right? So as fast as you can catch them, reach your limit and head back in, it's better for us. You understand? So if you're out there for the 4 hours and you say you don't want to take any break or whatever the case might be, because you don't want to shut off the boat engine. You don't want to do that, right? You keep it chuckling at all time. Keep it moving at all time. We're not gonna anchor because we're not gonna our anchor, put it that our anchor is not 200 feet long or whatever the case might be. It's not, so we can't anchor up out there because the boat is too small for that. We have to go into anywhere from 50 to 70 feet of water. I think that's our shallower that we can anchor up, and then we can, but 100 and something feet or almost 200 feet of water. No, I didn't even know that lake was so deep, and it's even deeper as what the captain was saying to me, closer to the United States. So guys, that lake that I was on is called Lake Erie, right? Is one of Canada Great Lake. So we have let me see, so we have five Great Lakes here in Canada, big lakes, like look like an ocean. If you see that one that I was on, that's one of them, right? So yeah, that's one called Lake Erie, right? So yeah, on the other side of that lake is the United States. So we share that lake. Well, pretty much all of our lakes we share them with the United States, but we own more than half. I think the United States only own like a piece of it. Most of that water belongs to Canada, and United States get a little piece, but the other side is actually United States. With all of our lakes, then that's what makes Canada so great. because we have a lot of water here. So yeah. So when you hear people are talking about fishing for walleye, they go to Lake Erie. So we have 5 Great Lakes. We have Lake Huron, right? Lake Huron is the lake that me and Sue went down by where the salt mine is that go underneath the lake, about miles and miles underneath the lake where they mine out the salt. That's Lake Huron, right? Yeah, that's the same lake. We went down to the beach down there and show you guys in Goderich. That's Lake Huron, right? I will come back to another one, same lake again, in Grand Bend, where I went on the beach there, was videotaping those girls or whatever. Yeah, that's the same lake again. That's Lake Huron. We go to Sarnia, where you guys see that little shorts that I did where the 2 guys were jumping off in the water there, right? And the other side of that, that's Michigan. That's United States, right? So yeah, so same Lake Huron again. And this one that we go to is Lake Erie. So if you see the flow, guys, so we have the 5 of them. We have Lake Huron, right? And we have Lake Ontario, Lake Michigan, and Lake Erie, and Lake Superior, right? So we have 5. So how I remember how the name of those 5 Great Lakes, as long as you can spell the word Holmes, Homes, right? If you can remember that, in each letter in Holmes is started with one of those Great Lakes name, right? So Lake Huron start with a H. Lake Ontario start with a Ontario start with a O, right? Michigan, Lake Michigan start with a M. Michigan start with a M, right? And Lake Erie and Lake Superior. Yeah, so that's how I remember them, guys. But yeah, man. Anyway, this lake here, guys, is very, very big. You understand? Because Lake Michigan combine in that lake, right? Yeah, Lake Michigan, they connect together. So the largest lake that we have here in Canada here is Lake Ontario. But it is one of the dirtiest lakes that we have in Canada here, right? I wouldn't fish in there. I wouldn't eat nothing that come out of Lake Ontario. Yeah, understand? No fish at all whatsoever. I wouldn't eat that come out of Lake Ontario, right? It's one of the dirtiest lake. The cleanest lake that we have here, it's Lake Huron. Yeah, Lake Huron. Yeah, it's one of the cleanest lake that you can possibly find. And Lake Erie, the one that you see me fishing. Yeah. So yeah, those are the lakes that I would eat fish out of. The rest of them, it's not, especially Lake Ontario. No, you gotta remember the Lake Ontario. All of the lakes, them, guys. All of the other lakes, them, they pour right into Lake Ontario, and you see it pour right over Niagara Falls. Yeah, and it go back all the way down to Niagara Lake, all the way down to Toronto there on the waterfront of Toronto, and then they circle it back around again, and then they come back and pour over Niagara Falls, and then it's just going a cycle. So those Great Lakes, they just cycle in each other, guys. They just cycle right around. You understand? If you notice, when I was in Sarnia at the bridge there, the Blue Water Bridge, where you guys see those people jump off in the water there, guys. You see that channel in between Canada and Lake Huron and Michigan, right? You see that little channel here with the water and you see the boats. So that's how every single lake here in Canada set up. We have a channel. That's a little passageway that one lake flow into another lake. You understand? So that's the way how it is. Yeah. Do well, welcome. Mouth watering hamburger. Yeah, man. So yes, guys, I don't keep up on the time still, because I'm going to see me get something to eat, before me head out. And, but me just go to guys a little pop-up live, and I'm long for soon too, long for soon. The last two live when me come on, it was actually an unscheduled live them, but nonetheless, me have to do what me have to do. You understand? Just big up the SRJ initiative, big up. Yeah, man. Big up the SRJ initiative, big up on yourself, And I see each and every one of you guys here, big up on yourself, to the max, But made have it. Then draw me out of the bush. Then draw me out of the bush and bring me back on the life. You understand? Because you see, me have a lot of things, guys, for my artillery, guys. Because me say to you guys from way back, said this summer gonna be epic. Maybe some of the content I put out is not for all of you guys out there. That's why I'm searching for new audience, that interested in fishing, or some of you guys interested in cooking. We have Agatha. Welcome Agatha. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, so most of you guys like fishing. Most of you guys don't. Most of you guys don't even know how to fish. So you guys doesn't watch a lot of the fishing contents them. But me see you guys, me see all the person me watch the video them, leave them comment. Me thank each and every one of you guys. Blessings. Me hear Simone say red real ads, big up from Simone TV. Yeah, man. So yeah, so that's what I said. A lot of you guys with more interest in the cooking video them, or whatever the case might be. But as I said, I am giving you guys a little bit of everything that I mentioned in my channel description that we do as a family. You understand? And that's exactly what I'm doing. There's more to come. You guys see that DS can cook. It's a lot of cooking video out there on the channel. So when you say DS, would I say are the king for live stream? I mean, don't do that already. Face me anymore, not bother me anymore or whatever. You understand? So now me into the fishing. I try to find some new audience out there that love fishing too. And if you guys love it, the cooking ones are my favorite, but I watch all. Yes, and as I said, yes, Simone, and that's fine. That's okay, my sister. That's okay. You understand? Everybody is different. You understand? Everybody is different. Everybody have a different, like, remember, you have people who love shorts, and you have people who love your long form video them, right? Some people who love this live stream. You understand? People just love only podcasts. So at the end of the day is like, you have to find, those audience and kind of mix them together, right? Like a lot of you guys don't like the cooking videos them. Yes, I understand and I know that, but at the same time, as what the Bible would say, man cannot live on bread alone. You understand? Yeah. And what I meant by that, man cannot live on bread alone. So it's like the audience in the cooking world, remember, the cooking industry or the cooking channel on my YouTube, there's so much of them. Not like I stop cooking, guys, don't get me wrong, I'm gonna stop cook, but I'm just giving you guys an example now. There's so much cooking channel out there on YouTube as we Jamaican, that's cooking Jamaican food, where DS make curry goat and oxtail and rice and peas on in channel. But if you go search on YouTube, you probably about 20 million curry goat and oxtail videos out there. You understand? Where does mine stand? Our mind get lost, our mind get buried. You understand? I'm not gonna stop cook. I am not gonna stop posting cooking video, but I am just giving you guys an example, right? So it take a long time for the DSLR to get discovered. So I have to change it. That's why I name my channel a lifestyle, right? And for all of you guys know what lifestyle mean, right? Lifestyle mean that I can post anything on my channel, right? In a sense, whatever my lifestyle is, Sue lifestyle is, or my Neo lifestyle is, right? We can post it on this channel here. So I like to cook. I start off with a cooking video then, right? Sue is a good baker. So not even start with bake it. You understand? Not even start bake as it, because Sue is a professional baker. You understand? She used to run baking place there when she used to work in Jamaica, the resort. She used to be a head of, the baking department there, in the resort where she used to work. And she not even touched that yet. You understand? My fishing, me I do, because all the way you see on the channel, you have cooking, you have fishing, you have baking, and you have traveling. You guys don't see no traveling video yet. You understand? Like we leave out of the country with a couple of road trips here in Canada here, but we don't leave the country as yet. So there's lots more to come, guys, if all well and done and God spare we life. So you have to try everything that you like to do and you enjoy to do and see what the audience or what the crowd pick on. It's just like I would go there and fish and I would put on a lure on my line and I cast it out. Sometimes the fish would pick it up and spit it out back because they doesn't like that. So I have to pull it back in and I have to change it and put on a different one and throw it back out there again. And hopefully this time you're gonna pick on it and I'm gonna reel him in. Right? So it's the same thing on the channel here, guys. That's what I am trying at this moment. I am trying different tactics, different ways of doing, these videos and put them out there to you guys. You understand? I am grateful for the views and that I am getting on there. I am. I didn't expect it gonna blow up overnight or I'm gonna make thousands and thousands of dollars off them or whatever. No, because as I said, I am searching for new audience. Ever blessed. Welcome, brother. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here, Ever Blessed Travel. Welcome, brother. Welcome. Thank you so much for your support, brother. You always support the DS, always. Thank you so much, bro. Thank you. Yeah, man. Thank you so much, So yeah, so this is what I am doing, guys. I am going out there and I'm creating memories and I'm creating video at the same time, because stuff that I don't, a lot of people that think say, boy, all right, guys, let me show you. All right, remember, when I did that video there, me and my son, when we went fishing, as I said, it's not for everybody, the fishing videos is not for everybody, but this is something that I am teaching my son. Remember, this type of experience, as a Jamaican, right? My son is a Jamaican Canadian. So am I. So is my wife, right? The only one that is not Jamaican Canadian, I'm a full Canadian. We had Jamaican blood in him. I'm a baby, me 18 months old baby, because he was born here, right? So the thing about it is what I'm trying to say, for me to take my son on the water there with fish, and he catch the fish, and I make up a fire, and I roast the fish like we're back in Jamaica at a riverside. That is a lesson that I would never, ever dreamed of. Anybody in Canada here as a Jamaican would teach your son or their daughter or whatever the case might be. You understand? So me not make him lose him heritage. Me not make him lose in Jamaican background or nothing. Me I teach him those lessons here in Canada, same way, because I don't want him drift away from him roots. You understand? This is what we would do back in Jamaica as a kid. Running up and down on the river, swim, catch janga, catch crayfish, whatever you want to call them, or cook a pot, run a pot. This is the things that we may try to teach him. that he never had that experience in Jamaica because he left Jamaica from he was a baby, pretty much. So he never get that opportunity and that chance. So I am giving him that memory and that lesson. So that means that when he go back to Jamaica, you see me I say, and he see it, he can say, wow, me and dad did this in Canada. People look at him and say, what? Yeah, man, in Canada. You know? Today, guys, today, Sunday here, the intention was for me and him to go do. I bought 8 pounds of yellow yam. Beautiful, fresh yellow yam come from Jamaica. But me actually buy and say, what me I go do? Me and him I go fishing. You see me I say, and while fishing, me and him I go roast some yam and saltfish. You see me I say, and sit down and fish and we eat and whatever. These are memories that are stuff that him not used to. You understand? He not used to. Yeah, just like some picnic with born and grew up foreign, and you take up a tin mackerel and give Mark and say, what is that? I don't eat that, you know? Because they want them cornflakes and they want them milk in the morning. You fry to dumpling, give them with some tin mackerel for them breakfast, but they don't want to eat that because they're not used to it. So I don't want to drift my family away from that. That's why every single dish that I created in my house and everything that I cook here is all straight, raw and Jamaican food. Nothing less and nothing more. Straight Jamaican food. You understand? Because I want to grow them, kids them in a that manner same way. When them get older and them go out there on their own, start their own family out there, right? I expect them to do the same thing also too, you know, and keep the tradition and keep Jamaican heritage alive same way. Not because they born here or they live here for a long time, they go branch out from that. No, that's the way how me I do it. So I really think there's some craving, there's hungry, up with some create some shrimp. Yeah, man. Actually, guys, say we were talking while we were out on the water there. We're talking, man, the captain while we're out on the water, and we're see if we can plan a trip up north. We're gonna take the boat up north, and we're gonna go see if we can catch some shrimp, and some lobster. Something a little bit different from what we get down here. Where we are. Because we're in southwestern Ontario, so we want to go up north, and see what we can catch there, or probably out of the province if we can, and see if we can do something different, even if we don't really take the boat with us, we can just charter, somebody there and that had them take us out there. We're looking into that to see if we can get that done this year before Sue have baby. We take a few days. I would say we leave the Friday and come back the Monday. So we have like 2 days that we can use and fish, and then the other 2 days we call them traveling days. So yeah, that's what we're planning to see if we can do that. I know he was telling me that there's a charter company that he heard of where whatever we catch, so what they will do, they would actually freeze them and package them, and then they would ship them to us. In other words, they put them in the freezer, freeze them, then have those styrofoam container, shipping container thing, little box like, and then they would put the fish or lobster in there, tape it up and seal it and ship it to us, or catch. If they doesn't allow us to take it back on the plane, which I doubt that it would happen. But yeah, that's what we're thinking about, So yeah, it's kind of nice to find somebody who actually, have the same passion as you and like the same thing as you, You know, it's just like, you know, you guys out there would find your partner. Please check out my latest video, Vibe video level community for me returning. So that's from Everblessed Travel. So please check out my latest Vibe videos and leave a comment for me to return to support, please. So that's from Everblessed Travel, guys. So if you guys don't have Everblessed Travel, you know, go over there and check him out, guys. Very, very good supporter. Yeah, man, very, very good supporter, guys. You know, definitely check him out, you know, and show him some love and some support, you know. Yeah, so Everblessed, me have a question for you, brother. How really go on a bag work, brother? I when Mr. Andrew Hunis I go fix your road or me not telling say if mash up flat bridge, you know, left flat bridge the way it is, but then can cut one other bridge, put one other bridge pan over there and do it. Cause remember, you know, guys, if anybody who go to Jamaica lately and familiarize with the Chinese, them here Jamaica will cut some rocks too and go through some mountains and hills and valley and make the highway in Jamaica now, you know, guys. So you tell me so they can cut that road where people can avoid going over flat bridge, you know, make a different bridge there. So come on, man. That's really sad to see so much people life at last right there and nobody done nothing at all about it. Yeah, man. Me see the video. Everblessed channel. Me see the video. I don't know if you're still here, but me see the video. Yeah, man. Me see the video, and me I say, you know, hurt my heart to see it. I don't know. Because guys, it's like this is like a mystery. I mean by it's like a mystery, like I'm getting off course from what I was talking about. But since I seen Everblessed here, I gotta mention it. That video people in community said it's the people too. Yes. That's what I was gonna say. Like a lot of people ain't know how dangerous that bridge is. Like, come on. They even go as far they put a stoplight there, because back then, no, they never used to have any stoplight there, you know, guys. Because I used to run bus from Spanish Town to Linstead, you know, back in my younger days, and conduct bus, you know, because I used to run from downtown to Spanish Town, from Spanish Town to Mandeville, and when that route is slow, we go to Linstead. So I drive over that road several times before there was even a stoplight there. Several times. Even when I went back to Jamaica on my vacation, I rent a car. I drive there, guys. You understand? When I'm going to St. Elizabeth, when I leave from Ocho Rios, where my wife lived in Ocho Rios, and I'm going to St. Elizabeth, I drive through Linstead, because I used to stop at Flakes Pen. Yeah, before Flakes Pen get mashed up now and whatever, the highway and whatever. Me stop at, me just love to stop at Flakes Pen and buy some jerk pork or a cup of soup or something there. So I drive on that road. You understand? I drive on that road. Guys, from ever since I was a little baby, a little kid that growing up in Jamaica, me I hear about Spur Tree, right? That in Manchester, Spur Tree, right? Me hear about Mount Rasa, that same place, you know, Mount Rasa, same place in a St. Catherine, you know, in Mount Rasa, you know. I want dangerous hill that, you know, and Bagwa, guys. Yeah. And around there, what they call it, the junction or whatever the case might be. So these are the places that I've been hearing about ever since I was a kid growing up. That is very dangerous to drive, guys. Very, very, very dangerous to drive. And the government solution is, you know, and this is what the government would say to the Jamaican people. Oh, we make a highway so you don't have to drive there. But what about the locals, them? What about the locals? You understand? It's not everybody have the money to pay on the toll road. It's not everybody have the money to flat bridge become a hot topic for Jamaica. Yeah, man, I really every yes, the drivers them speediest and them this and them that. We agree with that. We do agree. Right? We do agree. It's a very sharp corner to turn, and it's not much room. right? It's not much room for two vehicles. Just one. That's it. So you're coming from the opposite direction, so then put the stoplight there. And second of all is those big trucks and whatever try to turn and all that stuff. Like, why? Me not know. I do not know what is it with that bridge. And say curse and then say this and that and what. Boy, I don't know, guys. Ever since, because I used to when I leave Saint Elizabeth, I live in Portmore, in Cumberland, to the exact right across from Cayman Spark. Anybody who familiar with Portmore, you understand? Right across from Cayman Spark, one place in Kanye, Independence City and Cumberland, right there. And after you have Cayman Spark, then you have Gregory Park, not too far away from there. Yeah, and Waterford. Yeah, so live right in there. A lot of people don't know say me and Cartel, Vibes Cartel, who no see big and famous now. Me and that Monday grew up. When I say grew up, I am older than me still. But me and them Monday used to sit down and chat. And them Monday do them smoke. Anytime I never really smoke. But them Monday used to smoke and we used to play football. You know, over on like a school in Carney and South Barrow. Yeah, man. Long time, years now, me know Vibes Cartel, man. You know, from Vibes Cartel got in first when Buckler, used to call him Buckler, was Vibes Cartel manager back then. Yeah, man. That before in go with Bounty Killer. Yeah, man. I'm tell no history about Vibes Cartel. And then me move come to Canada. And then me say Vibes Cartel boss and turn big. Yeah, man. If Vibes Cartel see me now, or anybody, me see Vibes Cartel now, everybody change, you know. Him change, him feature change, my feature change. But if he can remember, say, him give me this name, call, the nickname he used to give me when I used to play ball over South Barrow for evening time, he called Man Van Veer, right? Man Van Veer. Man Van Veer, guys, is a jockey that used to ride horse over Cayman Park, and the man said me favor the jockey, and the jockey, the horse with the jockey used to ride called Man Van Veer, and he said me look like the jockey. You understand? My face feature, me look like skinny and, you know, tiny. Yeah, that's the name of Vibes Cartel give me. But me take it, but it kind of fade off a while. I say me move and me come a foreign and whatever. Nobody really know me as that. But yeah, man, a Cartel give me a name, the Man Van Veer, man. Yeah, man. A lot of people don't know. So a lot of people see me. There's a lot of things but they don't know about the days. You see me I say? A lot of things they don't know about the days. Vibes Cartel what you see there. Yeah, man. That's somebody who I know good. As me say, I'm many years now, because we are Canada now for 30 years. So a long time. Him go jail in the Jamaica, you know, member. In look youth them. And most of the youth them, you know, most of Cartel friend them, you know, like that used to come from Waterford and come to South Barrow come play ball for evening time, you know. Like most of them guys still their own Cartel same way, you know. Their own Cartel same way, you know. Until when he got jail and everybody kind of demolished and go their own way. But anyway, we send them on the big boat. Yeah, man. So Agatha said they only care about what going in their pocket. Yeah, man. That's so you go, yeah, man. It's just one of those things. As me say, there's a lot of. All right, guys. Show you how it's a small world. I don't know if you want me talk this about Vibes Cartel and his sister. You see me I say? If she dip on the live, I know she dip on the live, right? Because I see her this type of Agatha they only care about. So guys, I say there's a lot of things you don't know about this, right? And history, because a lot of people don't know say Sue's sister and Vibes Cartel they used to date back in the days. He probably will kill me if I say it on the live, but that's how you go. The other way back in the days. So you know, that's how you go, man. But anyway, that water under the bridge, I'm a long time something still, but I found out that um, a few years ago. I found it out. You know, I never believed it either until when I seen pictures and all that stuff. Then I I believe it. You know. But yeah. Well, yes, guys. So maybe I run the live another 15 more minutes, and then I'm gonna head out, guys. Let me check something here. So yeah, so we are 12:30 right now in Canada here. So yeah, and we are leave out 2 o'clock. So that give me a little bit of time. Big up everyone for supporting Everbless Travels YouTube channel. Appreciate, love some Jamaican flag and you know some prayer there. So big up yourself, Everbless. So yeah, man, I not really understand. I really go on a flat bridge, but I drive them. Yes, them are speed. The road not so good. The road narrow and all that. But yeah, but you know, it's like they can do something better. You know, a lot of money them are waste, do other things, and you know that a people life. Yes, me as the driver them need to slow down, take on time. Yeah, understand, and go about on a daily routine. You know, and stop the speeding, because speed kill. You understand? Speed kill. So you have to just watch out for yourself and for others, because maybe you know a speed, you know, and if you don't want to kill yourself, that's different. But you know take other people wouldn't know to, because you know drive on a speed and hit another vehicle or another car out there with have them family in there and whatever the case might be and all that stuff. You understand? It's not a good look. So you know, be safe and be careful out there on the road, you know. Yeah, man. That's the message to the driver, them a Jamaican need to slow down. Give myself too, you know, because I am a driver too. I drive when I'm in Jamaica too. And as what my brother said to me, you have to keep up with them. I said, no, I'm not keep up with them, you know. Yeah. You know, it's funny. I think 1 year I went to Jamaica and my brother-in-law came to me came for me at the airport. And soon as I got in the car, I put on my seatbelt. And he looked at me and said, what are you doing? I said, buckle up. I said to him, listen, it's like a habit. It's a habit here in Canada here. Like, I have to do it. Like, I can't go into a car without putting on my seatbelt. It's a habit. I have to do it. I don't care. If a bicycle did have a seatbelt, I put on one for myself too. Yes. Yeah, man. A real thing, man. So yeah, on the buckle up, guys, and be safe. Be safe, you know. So guys, as me I say, guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in, guys. Really appreciate the love and the support. You know, thank each and every one of you guys that's stopping by. As I said, it's not your normal life. I have one problem that I want to talk about before I go. I think most of us, some of us experience it. For all of you guys that watch the fishing video that I posted up there on the boat, me and my son. So when I posted that video, guys, I couldn't see no ads on it, and it was monetized. And I was like, what the hell is going on? Right? But anyway, I left it. I didn't do nothing to it, guys, and I was like, so there's no restriction on my video. And I don't think there was a restriction on my video because everything was passed, everything was good. So, you know, my dollar sign is green. So why is there no ads showing on my video? So anyway, because usually YouTube will take anywhere from they will kind of handpick which ads to put on your video, or they will change them up at times. But as soon as they monetize the video and they upload, there's an ad gonna play. But that doesn't mean say you're gonna get that ad all the time, because they must switch it around and put on different ads or whatever on it. You know, some pay more than some or whatever the case might be. And depends on how much views you're getting on a regular. Like if the views them like coming on rapid, people are watch it. You know, they you know everything look good. They will put on more expensive ads on the video. Anyway, there was no ad on that video, guys. Draw my attention now. So I came in from work and I was looking into the whole entire thing and I was saying like something ain't right, right? So fantastic. It says ads is on my video and I am not monetized. I wonder what that about. So yes, fantastic. That happened to all of us. Happened to all of us. You will still get ad after you reach certain amount of video, certain amount of views, certain amount of subscriber on your channel. You with YouTube start to put ads on your channel even though you're not monetized. That money that for those advertisers, the ads that's playing on your video right now, even though you're not monetized, you're not getting that money. You're gonna see that YouTube is taking that money for themselves. You understand? Even though it's your channel or whatever, so they're utilizing that opportunity and place the ads in there and get that revenue off your channel. You know, it's naturally happened to me, happened to several other people out there, that I know of. YouTube do that. And what they're doing is basically, what I would call it already know, like, they're testing your channel or profiling your channel to see if your channel is clean. You understand? That is ads friendly. You understand? That means when time comes for you to monetize, it's not going to be a problem for you to join the YouTube partner program. So they will throw ads on it, right? And to see. So that's what they YouTube do. You understand? So it's nothing bad. It's something good. That means your channel is good. Your channel is clean. Why they do that? You understand? So it doesn't happen to anybody. Like it happened to a lot of us now, but it's not like some people out there, them they get no ads play upon them channel before they monetize. And this, once they monetize, and that's when they see ad on their channel. And some people like yourself know that see ads play before they monetize. Yes, it can happen. It happened to me. It happened to my sister Rosalie also too. Yeah, I think the Cool Vibe channel also too. It was on the Cool Vibe channel too because I seen it there. Yeah, I understand. We get it. There's more channels out there that it happened to. Lots more. And some doesn't. So yeah, but it's not about it. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. So yeah. So a real thing. So yeah, man. So guys, there was no ads was playing on that specific. All of my other videos them, there was ads on all of the rest of the video them. But that specific fishing video that me and my son went out on a boat, and I was so disappointed, guys. I was like I was fuming, smoke through my ears, because I'm saying like, what the hell happened? Like I was blank. I was drawing blank. I'm saying like this is the first time, like I am lost. Like I can't figure out what the hell is going on. Why there is no ad playing on the video. So when I check the revenue, there is only money that I am getting is from the YouTube premium watchers them, and it's like cents on the dollar. It's like a couple cents. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying to myself, like, no, Mr. At least it should be, with 100 or 70 or 80 views, or even 100 views. You understand? I suppose to see anywhere from $3 to $4, with that amount of views, and I'm not seeing nothing. So I went to bed the night and I said, you know what? To hell with it. I am not gonna lose my night's sleep over this. So I went to bed. And one mind said, go into my notification. I woke up the morning. It's like, God, inspire me. Yeah, I supposed to start work at 5 o'clock, 5 a.m. in the morning. And I got up around 3 a.m., and I lie down in the bed. And it's like something said, check your notification. So when I did check my notification for the channel, I realized that there was an issue, not with my video, not with my channel, but in overall YouTube. There's a lot of people, as they said in the thing that they sent me, a lot of content creators were, their new upload, they were having issue with ads playing on the video, right? Unfortunate, I was one of them. Yeah, I was one of them. So So what they did rectify it. They rectified out, and they put back the revenue on the video. I don't know how they calculate it. I don't know how they do it. You know, they just put some money there, and they put basically non-skippable ads as like 70 or 80% watch on that video, which I didn't watch any ads because there was no ads there. But apparently they did something and put back some revenue there or whatever the case maybe. We still wishing that's really, really good that they did that and sort it out and fix it. So yeah, but it was nothing to do on my end. It was YouTube that had that little error, little issue, and they did sort it out very, very quick, even though I was bursting my brain wondering what happened, you know. But yeah, but they did give me back the money of that video, you know, for the ads them. They did put it back. So I seen that money there. So that's good that they did that. You know, thank you very much, YouTube. Thank you. Because I was like, you know, what happened, you know, you know what happened. But yeah, it was them that have the and it was a lot of content creators. It's not just me alone, based on what I was reading from that notification, that little letter that they send out, a little thing that they send out, right? It was a lot of content creators had that problem, you know. So yeah, they did sort it out, did fix it back. No ads is playing on it and all that stuff, right? And that was the only video. All of my rest of video, them there's ads playing on them. But that one, for some that new upload that I did, you know, I even went as far as, guys, like, and changed the title of that video. If you guys notice the video title of the first title that I have for that video, when I said that, you know, we caught, you know, $1,000 worth of fish, you know, whatever the case might be, I thought, what if something to do with the title? Like, it had my head like going crazy. Like, I don't know what you know, what to expect, what I was, you know, looking for either, because I was lost. And then, you know, I did change the title, and change it back. You know, wishing every time that I uploaded a video, guys, I have 3 thumbnails and 3 titles at all given time whenever I'm uploading a video. A long content video, I always have 3 of those where I can pick from. You understand where I think that is best. So titles and thumbnails and stuff. I think that title, I liked it. You know, that kind of show what we were doing out there on the lake. You know, with that fish in my hand, and I to me, I liked it. I don't care what the percentage click on that thumbnail is, but I know it's not 100% clear, like the way how I would want it, but I liked it, so I used it. But the title, them themselves, like those, I can change them up like any given, like every 7 days. They advise you, if you look at it, your video and it's not performing the way how you want it to perform, you can always change your title and your thumbnail. And so what that do, that would refresh back the algorithm, and that YouTube send it out, that video again, so you get more impression click through. So a lot of people who doesn't understand what an impression click through is like how many times YouTube will show your thumbnail and your title, you know, on your home page, or they suggest to somebody out there that they think that would be interested in your content, right? So yeah, so the more impression you get is better for you. So them sending out there, and then Red Rooms, blessing, bro, blessing, welcome. Thank you for being here, bro. So yeah, so that's what it is, guys. I think my last video after that, believe you me, guys, this is something that I probably have to go back on the drawing board again and actually look into. I got 22,000 impression, guys. You know, that's how much time YouTube had sent that thumbnail and that video out there, and that the video out there. 22,000, guys. You imagine if all those 22,000 people clicked on that video. That's a view right there. Even if they don't watch it for very long, you understand? But once they clicked on it, right? Once they clicked on it, then it counts as a view. So that would have been 22,000 views. So I am seeing that part of the videos and the Days from the Lifestyle vlog channel is doing well. YouTube is recommending the videos them out there. I can see that because based on the views that I get, right? I think the last video that we did with me and my son upload, I think it hit 152 views, I think, so far. And out of the 152 views, there was 100 of those views were YouTube recommending that video to people out there, searching for new audience to bring to the Days from the Lifestyle blog, which I love that. 100 people is a lot of people. You understand? I have a 12 by 12 room here, put 100 people in here, it's a lot of people. So that's 100 new people, you know. So yeah, I just have to keep putting the work. You understand? And if you recommend, I think the video before then, I think you get what? 16, I think 15 or 1600 views on that one. You understand? And out of that, you understand, over 13 or 1400 people YouTube had recommend that video to. You understand? So it is there. It just at that given point or time when people are searching for those type of video on YouTube, you know, that's the way how it works. You know, it's a hit and miss sometimes. Could be a title, it could be a thumbnail. People see it, doesn't click on it at the time. Can you get mad? No. You understand? Maybe later on down the road you can change the thumbnail again, or you can change the title and then see how it works. You know, that's the way how it works on YouTube. We just have to put in the work, you know. And you know, for right now, I had, as I said, I went out back fishing yesterday again. I am going back out again. So what happened is, guys, those videos, I'm not gonna keep uploading one up, like, you know, flooding the channel like that. You understand? These videos here, they're still fairly new. You know, I uploaded a few weeks back, or a month ago, or 3 weeks ago, whatever. I uploaded 4 videos and 2 shorts, 2 live in 1 week. You understand? I realized that I was trying something. I was on a 10 videos pro, like try to upload 10 video and see the best performance out of those 10 video, which that's the reason why I come to the conclusion right now that I should put in more of the fishing video, because that was the best performing one out of all of them. So yeah, so you know, it bring in some more new people. You understand? You know, those are watchers, those are not subscribers or whatever. So the way how YouTube work, guys, if YouTube recommend you a video, I recommend a video from the Days from the Lifestyle vlog, and you watch it, right? Trust me when I say this, and it probably happened to all of you content creators out there. You see, the minute you watch that video and I upload another video again, you can't even turn off your notification bell, because YouTube are gonna pop it up in your face again. One other video from the Days from the Lifestyle vlog, because you're sending that signal to the algorithm that you like that type of content, because you click on it and you watch it. And that's the way how it works. You know, that's the way how YouTube algorithm work, or YouTube try to figure out who are watching videos them. So they must send the video them out to you. You know, so they're sending these videos out to the people who like fishing. So those are the new audience that I'm capturing. And you know, as what Simone TV would have says, that she love the cooking video them more than the fishing videos them, but she watch all of them. You know, so that's the thing. You know, everybody have their own thing that they like, and that's fine, that's okay. You know, you can't like everything, because this channel is a versatile lifestyle channel. You know, we do multiple things here. You understand? It's not like we stick to one thing, like I'm cooking and that's it. That's why I call it a lifestyle channel. Like, for anybody who know what life is, all right, look at best being lifestyle, right? Best being lifestyle. So in my show fear lifestyle. Maybe she in her backyard do a little gardening. Maybe she have cook her food. Maybe she go here and there, and she can actually put it on the channel because that's her lifestyle. You know what her favorite thing like she like to do, her hobbies and stuff like she like to do, and she posts it up. Yeah, I understand. So yeah, my hobby is not gonna be your hobby, but it could be somebody else's hobby too. As I said, it was kind of nice for me to meet up with somebody, the captain, Marden, what we call him Dougal, where have the same passion as me with the fishing. You understand? We love fishing just like me, and it's all we can and say, yes, this is what we're gonna do, and put hands and heart together. We go there, we do it. No fear, Out there we do no fear, and we do it. So yeah, so everybody have a different thing. So that's what I'm saying. I know that this was gonna happen when I branch off to the fishing this summer. I know it was gonna happen, because based on my study and my research about you guys and the type of videos them that you guys would watch or like see or whatever, I knew that. That's why I said that I am searching for some new audience out there now. So what I want to do, I want to bring those new audience in with you guys that's been here from day one, right? And combine. So what the plan is to give you guys, best of both worlds. So get a little bit of fishing over here that you guys like, or baking, or whatever, traveling, or whatever, and the cooking, and put them together. That's why if you notice, my last video that I did, I went fishing with the son, then we end up away, cooked up some of the fish them right same place there. If you see the part that I'm going down, right? Today is supposed to be the same thing again to while I'm out there fishing, but I'm gonna do a little bit of cooking on the side, same way. So I'm bringing both of those, combine both of them together. I mean, everybody can enjoy. It's a little bit there for everybody. Who don't like the fishing, but like the cooking part of it, it's a little bit there for both. If you want to skip through this fishing part, go down to the cooking part, it doesn't really matter. There's peace there for everybody. So that's the direction that I'm pushing the channel into this summer, right? If it work, it work. If it not work, so be it. Me still a worry panic. That's what my mind set on. And my mind tell me to do something, you know me can't go wrong. So that's what I am doing, this year. Getting some new gear. Me getting other 2 new GoPro, a new mic, you understand, and another new tripod, to show you guys business. There's lots more coming. Lots more. We're not done yet. It's just the beginning. Just the beginning. You understand? And hopefully probably by no one before the end of the year. You might see me, baby boy out there with us too. You understand? Yeah, I'm an older son. Because I know so I go to home. So can depend these adventure with us because she have a little baby. So she will stay home until when we come home and we're doing like a cooking video and stuff like that, and in the house, then she would be a part of that. But the outdoor adventures, that's basically what we're gonna be doing with the boys them out there. Much as he's 2 years old, gonna be 2 years old, that's what I'm gonna bring him out there and teach them how to survive or how to live off whatever they catch, not just fish. You understand? Anything. You understand? The mind sharp. Now give her too much evidence or too much of the secret. But look out for the hunting video. Look out for the hunting video. They hunt deer, reindeer, yes, and turtle, wild turtle, and rabbit. Yes, you may I say? Look out for it. You understand? I'm telling you about this, he's a man with multi-talent. You understand? Watch out. Lot upon the artillery this year. Lot and lot. But look out for the video them, because them a come. You see me I say? Them a come. Just let me get through this thing here with soon another few more, another month or so until Sue have the baby, and then we're gonna do road. You understand? Because I'm gonna be off for I think 3 weeks off work. Yeah, 3 weeks off work. So yeah, knock on wood that everything went well. That I can take a week for myself, that I can, I wanna go do some other adventure, otherwise some fishing, out there. I got a couple friends of mine lined up, ready to go there. Yeah, man, with the, one you put across your shoulder, yeah, man. So look out, guys, look out. That's why if you want, guys, that's why I went out. I go as far as spend the money and buy the GoPro them, cause I always have a record from my iPhone, my Samsung S24. Always go live, do videos or whatever. But I realize now with the adventure that I'm doing, I need a GoPro. You understand? Because the phone alone cannot do it. I need different angles, different type of footage. You understand? So yeah, so I invested in those two GoPro, and nice microphone, not the cheap one that they have, that I have, the good one, So yeah, so we're gonna go there and do what we have to do. We are putting the work, guys, putting the work. That's why me not really too particular come if go live again. Like, it's not in my head if go live again like I used to every weekend. That was in the winter time. What else to do? What else to do in the winter time when you're here in Canada here? You just have to just sit in the house. You go work, come back home. You go grocery shopping, you come back home, and that's it. There is activity out there that you can go do in the winter time, but I skate, but that was in my younger days. You understand? Sooner skate, sooner like the cold. That a number one for go there in the cold. You understand? So yeah, my boys doesn't like it. Go there. So we just stay inside. So go live in the winter time. Yeah, that's fine. That's something to time go by or whatever. Yeah. But now in the summertime, when we only have limited time here in Canada here, for the nice weather, and sit inside and sit on live. I am not bashing anybody that go on live. They want to do it, that's fine. But I am going out there and I'm making video. That's what I want to do. That's what I feel comfortable doing. That's what I focusing on this summer. Put in the work. And each video that I do, I try to improve. Even though I said it in my last video, where when we were on the lake and my son didn't feel well, if I did have those GoPro, I would have get more footage. I could have get some better angles or whatever. I was going as far as to get a drone also too, because I didn't want to send the drone in the air while we're there fishing, that it can actually record us. Yeah, I understand. When I JD, I want them that you stay there and they now move, and it pick up the footage of what we're doing fishing there, and it's not moving. Yeah, I understand. So you don't need nobody to hold it or nothing. You just stay there in front of behind the boat, you're recording everything. You now come closer than where you're supposed to, until you tell if it come back to you, then it will come back to you. So yeah, but that one is a little bit on the expensive side. So right now I'm just gonna hold off on that one until I get a little bit more money off YouTube here, then I can save up and actually buy one of those, because now I realize that being out in the outdoor adventure, you need gears. You understand? You need equipment, you need gears, because if you don't, then it's just the raw band footage, and it's not catching the viewers them that you want, or the viewers experience, like they want to see more and they know they can see more because there's other channels out there offering more to them. So who they gonna stick to? The one that offer more to them. So I have to step up my game and offer them the same or even more than what the other channels them are doing. So yeah, it's a learning curve. So what I may do, I may just go there and actually buy, a cheap use, maybe to the pawn shop. I probably go to the pawn shop and see if I can get one there, for 50, $60, an old used one, and practice on it, how to fly it. Because I don't know how to fly the drones, believe it or not, guys. Not everything they just know. I don't know how to fly the drone, but I'm gonna buy an old one and practice on it first before I buy the expensive one and go crash it in the water. Because I will be crying, So yeah, I'm gonna practice and learn off an old one first, and then hopefully, I would actually get. So Red Rooms is saying I am flipping between two live DS bot support. Yeah man, that is it, Red. That's okay, Red. It's all good. I'm gonna get off in a little bit any which way, cause I gotta go back out there on the water, bro. I gotta go back out there on the water. So I'm gonna actually thing there get off in a minute. But yeah man, so that's what I'm gonna do, guys. As I said, the two GoPro and the mic, yeah, them on them way, the drone, the one too, because I was looking for at them on Amazon and it was tempting to just put it on the Visa card, but they always says, you understand, when you're investing, invest smart and wise. You understand? So, you spend some money now, and when some more money come in, then you spend some more again, whatever. You understand? So you can't, spend everything all at once and you don't know the return. You understand? Even though it's your tool that you need to work with, but is the drone really important right at this moment? It does important, but no, it's not. I think the GoPro them is more needed more than the drone right now. I think the drone is like a bonus or a icing on the cake, because you get the aerial shot with that also too. It's good, and it's not something where I have to have a cameraman with me or anybody there. You understand? So that's a good thing when you have the drone, the good drone, because it will stick there, as I said, guys, and it'll record you while you're doing whatever you're doing, So yeah, they're a very, very cool device. So Red Room say both device I own worked out well. I know Red Rooms, they have one of the the JDI, one of the packet, I packet 3, I packet the packet 2 you have, right? Yeah, so those are good also too. Those are good. Yeah, I understand. Those are very, very good. But so the reason why I shift to the GoPro Reds, out there on the boat, I can actually get the GoPro strap where I can strap it on me. I can have the GoPro here where it's picking up the angle in front of me, right? And the fishing rod while I'm wheeling the fish. Then I can have another one on my head, right? Where I'm picking out the action out there, right? Or I can have one that I can strap onto the boat, picking up a different angle. You understand? So, that's the reason why, I don't want to wholly have nothing. If I'm vlogging or whatever, yes, it is good to have the ones like what you have, right? It would be really, really good to have one of those instead of having your phone. So yeah, I know with the GoPro and all that, it give you a little bit more work because you have to take out a memory card, put it into your thing, all of the files and everything, put it to your laptop and then edit for your laptop and all that stuff, which believe you me, guys, I never edit from my laptop before. You understand? I'm gonna see if I can, the one that's coming, they said it's supposed to can be able to come straight to your phone. So I'm gonna see how that works. The footage come to my phone where I can just take it to my phone and do the editing on my phone, you know. So, but nonetheless, this is a fast learner, you know, 1, 2, still get it same, you know. But that's the way it is, you know. But guys, anyway, I'll give you guys another 10 more minutes, guys, and I'm gonna 2.5 hours, and I'm gonna cut the live, guys. I'm gonna cut the live and then head out on the road here, guys. You know. By host Agatha, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your time, my sister. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. You know, thank you for passing through. You know, enough love and respect, you know. Yeah, man, take care, take care. So yeah. So that's what I'm planning to do, guys. As I said, you know, invest in some good equipment, and I believe you me, guys, I don't want you guys to get this wrong, right? It's not about GoPros or JDI or JDF or whatever they want to call them out here, guys. You know, if you have no fancy equipment to become a content creator or a YouTuber, right? You don't have to. Your cell phone is good enough. You understand? It's good enough. It still can work. You know, the reason why, like, most of us go for that, you know, the bigger we get, or if you're going out there like what I'm doing, if you guys see what I'm doing out there, you know, it's hard to hold my camera, you know, in my hand while I am shooting, while I'm catching the fish them. You understand? So yeah, it's not something that is very, very simple to do, guys. And I'm gonna show you guys something right here. There's one sec there, guys. So one sec. No, so yes, guys. So if you take a look at this, right? So this is actually what I use when I'm shooting my videos, them guys. Right? This is what I use. So in here, right, the cell phone will go in here, right? And I will screw it, it would, this adjust, go up and down, right? And here, that's where I put my light, can go on here, right? And then over here, it come with actually a microphone, right? Where I can put here, if a outdoor doesn't have the wireless microphone on me, there's, it come with a microphone where I can put right here and plug into the phone while I'm shooting the video, right? So I basically would hold it just like this, right? And it will sturdy and it will stay straight, right? So imagine with this out on the water, you know, bouncing around and moving around or whatever the case might be, right? And hold on to something is really, it's nice, you know, because you can hold it with one hand. If this, your two hand tired, you can give this hand a break. You understand? Instead of holding the phone in your hand trying to, without, you know. So this is what, you know, I use when I'm shooting, even in the kitchen here or making of it. This is what I actually use, right? So yeah, so that's what I use, guys, you know. And I think here, I think fantastic were asking me here, if I'm not mistaken, if I go ice fishing. I've been ice fishing once before, and I haven't been back. I haven't been back ice fishing. The reason why, believe it or not, guys, I am scared of the ice fishing. You know, I went out with one of my friend again. So we make up he drove his pickup truck on the ice, you know, like, see how the water is, the lake that I was on. Yeah, it was like that, way out in the water, guys. Drove his pickup truck out there, and his son had a snowmobile behind us. Now we go there, right? We unload the truck, make up a tent, right? And then we have the heater in there. Then you have this thing like a auger, you know, with a motor on top. with a drill, and you drill all the ice all the way down, guys. Yeah, and we were fishing for perch. Some of those little yellow fishing that you see me and my son catch. Yeah, those we were fishing for, guys. And going out there, I was fine. Sitting down in the little hut, it wasn't cold or anything like that because we had the heater in there. It was good. But guys, I heard like the ice crack, but not where we are, right? But underneath it, the water is not frozen all the way to the bottom of the lake, but it frozen. I would say probably about 8 feet or more. It frozen, right? But down further, that's it. Anyway, I heard that cracking sound because the water underneath there keep moving and the current, right? So the ice kind of crack a little bit, but not enough to actually break through or whatever. But they give that little cracking sound. And guys, I told him I'm not staying out here. So his son put me on this snowmobile and take me back to land because I didn't want to stay out there. So that was my experience of ice fishing. Fantastic. I don't know if I would do it again. Yeah, I understand. But however, what I plan to do this year, because winter is coming, I plan to kind of mass produce some videos, because I'm not gonna really upload these videos one behind other like this. Yeah, I understand, because I am watching the views, I am watching the audience, because once you put them up, that's it. Yeah, I understand. So you watch and you kind of spread them out, as the time go by. So I'm gonna have videos throughout the winter that I'm gonna be have posting fishing videos same way, so yeah. So yeah, that's what I plan about the ice fishing. No, I'm not gonna go ice fishing, this year. But hunting, yes, I am gonna go hunting. Yes, that is something that I like doing too. I like doing too. This, yes, something different. Something different for you guys out there. You guys probably gonna say, "Who is this guy? It's not this." Like he just changed overnight. He just, he's doing all of these stuff, and yeah, and that's what I plan to do on this channel here, because you cannot stick to the same thing over and over again. Because remember, guys, if you're doing something and if you're not happy with what you're doing, then don't do it. Believe it or not, don't do it. If you're not happy with what you're doing, do not do it. I am happy with what I am doing now. When I mean by I am happy, I am happy. Remember, guys, I used to come live stream every Saturday, at the same time. Every single Saturday for the past who knew how long. Was I happy? No. I wasn't happy. But I do it anyway. Because I know a lot of you guys out there look forward to see me every Saturday to come live. I do it. But I have to make myself happy also too. Because without me happy, then there is no live stream, or there is no this. So me I have to do something that make me happy, that I want to continue to do. Yeah, I understand. As I said, live wasn't my thing in the first place. I don't even know how I get caught up into this live thing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, guys. No, get me wrong. Right? Because one content creator before showed me how to go. I don't even know how to go on live. That back then I didn't know much about YouTube any which way, but I never go live. Yeah, understand? I never even go live to get my watch hour to monetize my channel. Yeah, I understand. So yeah, it's just one of those things I never. So live was nothing for me. It wasn't. I was a content creator when I started YouTube. I started off with cooking videos. And I will still do my cooking videos. I'm not stopped. I won't stop. Yeah, I understand. But right now I gotta branch off and do something. I don't lose yourself on YouTube. All right, that is it, Red. All right. Me personally, Reds, let me tell you with me. I'm a type of person where, as I said, if I am not happy with something, you understand, I do it because are you guys out there? Because you guys look forward for me to come on every Saturday. As we're real, as I say, boy, ideas. We miss you. You've been away for a while, you know. If you come back, and I am not gone, I am here. If you guys know this, I don't disappear off YouTube. I've been consistent still. I've been posting my videos them same way, right? I've been posting same way. I didn't say that I take a break and disappear off YT for a couple months. I still post in my video. Up to this morning, I upload a shorts. To this morning, I don't remember when I upload a shorts. So that to show you, I am still consistent and I'm still posting. But however, the live stream is not gonna be like how it used to be back in the days. You know, it's not. You know, I am focusing on different things, different ideas, different way how to grow the channel, bring in some new audience. Because remember, you know, guys, if you look at this, you know, and all of you guys out there, and if you want to be real and fair to you guys, to yourself, remember, you know, I got 6 million people in the live now, and all of you guys in the live here connect to the DS from the lifestyle blog, and I connect to you guys. Those DS growing by this, what I'm doing? No, just be real to yourself and look into your guys' self and understand. If I do this, am I growing or am I gonna be in the same spot? You understand? As we're social, as a people, persons are used to you going like, yes, but I am not moving. I am stagnant. I am not moving, right? I am not. If you realize you may get one person or two person on your live stream, that's the first time they bounce about your channel and you will get one or two person. You understand? But when I drop my video out there, right, and YouTube recommend it to some new people, may I create new audience out there that eventually we turn in from views. All right, you'll find people, you know, guys, when watch a video, you know, have 6 or 7 times, you know, before they even subscribe to your channel, you know. You know this that do? That happened to me so many times. And watch my video over and over and over and subscribe. That in a like, that in a comment. And eventually then end up and subscribe. So you guys have to look into yourself and ask yourself that question. When I talk about say DS is a content creator, I am a content creator. That's what my motive was all about from day one. I come on this platform. I not bash nobody will go live. You understand? But I'm just saying to you guys, I am moving this channel into a different direction because I want to create new audience. You understand? You guys already know this already. This already know you guys already. You understand? We are watching it already. Are we growing? That's the question you guys have to sit down and ask yourself. Are we growing? If you know, go there and search, how are we going to find? The Bible said you seek and you shall find. If you not go there, how you going to find and help yourself grow? You understand? And that's the mission that I am on with this channel here. Creating content, put them out there. If you guys want to come and watch it, that's fine. The ones that doesn't want to come, that's still fine same way. Because I know YouTube, I recommend it out there to some new people. You understand how I say? We drop off a head, I go drop on shoulder. When you guys not watch, YouTube I go pick up it and send it out there. So this is what I'm trying to say, and you guys can implement the same type of method too. There's nothing wrong with you going live. See, I go live now, right? I get up this morning and say, no, I'm gonna go live. It's Sunday. Normally I don't go live on Sundays. You understand? But I said I want to go, no. So I go by my mood, my vibe. I just go. That's me. You understand? So yes, as what Simon said, yeah, exactly, Simon. You have to take yourself out of the comfort zone. And this is the thing, guys. I am saying this um so many times. You take up your phone. If you walk into the variety store and you take up your phone and you vlog all the way to the variety store and you post it up, that's a content, guys. Remember this, still like that. That's a content, right? If you go in at the park and you see the squirrel run up the tree with a nut in his mouth, you understand? And he stopped there and cracked the nut open and eating it. You capture that. That's a content, guys. That is a content. And now get me wrong when I'm saying this. Nah, bash nobody will go live. That's their comfort zone. Then they stay in it. Some people don't know if they edit. That's why they stay upon live. That I understand. It's fine. It's okay. It's okay. Right? It is okay. Because not everything we can do and everything that we're gonna learn. But try something different and see what the outcome will be. Ask yourself that question. Ask yourself what my motive is on YouTube. Take a lot of work. I have to put in the work. Oh, DS, you watch it time? Right. Whoa. Anyway. I take me long to go over the Google still. Yeah, this what happens when I watch it time. Yes. All right, guys. Blessing to you guys. All right, guys. So big up on yourself and thank you guys so much for watching. And I will catch you guys in another one. Big up on yourself. Big up.